And with white to move, what's going on here? Well, I'm noticing an awkward staring contest between our bishop and the queen here, but if we take it, black has a number of reasonable moves, and in fact can even win the game by capturing our bishop, and now is one square away from promoting, so that's a big problem. And if we go back, what else is going on in the world? Well, the bishop is looking at the queen, so that does, feel really tempting, but we also want to think about the king here. We have a lot of moving parts. The rook is on the 7th rank, kind of cutting the king off there. The bishop is pointing at this knight, and the queen is looking at the other knight. And so here we might think about some other options. Any checks here that seem to look promising? Well, we could check with the queen, but that's kind of well met by g5, just blocking the check, and there's back rank mates and a whole bunch of issues in the air, so that isn't quite working out. Now, on the other hand, I do think there's a lot of potential here to take the knight with check. And you might say, yeah, you think there's a lot of potential because you know the answer. Well, okay, that is true as well. But the reason I think there's a lot of potential here beyond knowing, say, the answers to the exam is because the queen is kind of cruising through the knight, putting on its X-ray vision here. Imagine kind of looking through that knight, it would meet with the rook. So incredibly, we can play bishop takes knight, attacking the king. And if the king tries to move out of harm's way, well, now that we removed the guard, there goes the knight, and with it, the game. That's mate. So notice the king cannot capture there because of our rook. So that's not working out. What else can black play? Well, if black doesn't take the knight and moves here, same story. We remove the guard. That's also mate. So the only other move we have to calculate, take the knight with check, and what happens after the knight captures here? Well, it's exactly what happens in the puzzle. Bishop takes knight, very forcing, and after the knight tries to leap to safety here, notice it opens up the light squared floodgates, so now the queen and the rook unite, and we're able to deliver a beautiful mate.